I was one of the original group of girls that was first posted here. There was about 12 to 15 of us. We all came one day having received dire warnings of what would happen if we stepped out of line because the world were watching us. So we were taken to the brand new RAF block and we had our own rooms. And you know, after sharing a room with anything up to 8, 10 girls, all of a sudden you had your own room was just amazing. So we settled in. Our block was one block back from the runway. So we were kept awake by VC-10s landing and taking off. When I went home on leave, I couldn't sleep because it was too quiet. Our first day, we settled into our rooms and then we met back downstairs again. We went round to the airmen's mess to have our tea. And you walk in and you hear the clatter and the conversation. And as soon as we walked through those doors, silence, absolute silence. You could hear a pin drop because everybody stopped to turn to look at us. And you're thinking, oh my God, you know, what have we done? But we walked on over to the servery and we picked up our trays and we started picking up food. After that, conversation and everything resumed, and you know, it was good. I have to say, we're always treated well, very respectfully. We never had any grief, but also we used to have fun and games and one thing and another. I mean, I enjoyed going to the Astra Bowl. I bowled in a league there. And I used to help out in the cinema as well, upstairs with the machines. And as I say, it was great fun. We were in the swimming pool and we watched Concorde and we watched Nimrod coming over when they were still undergoing test flights. And they're amazing days, they really were. But as I said, I've always loved this place. It's always had a special place in my heart, shall we say, for this house. But yeah, so we were the test babies, and look at it today. So we must have done something right when we came here. I mean, going on that Globemaster, oh wow, yes, and feeling that beastie coming to life, the movement, the sound, and everything. I just can't get enough of that. So you know, that was amazing, and thank you for fixing that for us as well, and for everybody who's been good to us today. But that Globemaster is just out of this world.
On May the 2nd, 1969, I was posted in here, trogged down to the guard room, and then you go around the camp and signing everywhere, and then you were sent up to the WAF block. I was put in a room with Joan, 5-girl room. We all happened to be stores, although we weren't all stores when Joan first arrived. And we had a great social time, really. We all used to support each other. We all used to trot over to the mess together each morning. And then you'd pick up MT transport. They used to take us all the way down to the supply squadron, because it was opposite MT, and drop us off, and then we'd go to work. We had highlights like the Queen came to open the Gateway Hotel in '71, sort of a Guard of Honour type thing on the apron, and the Queen came down and spoke to some people. It's been a brilliant day, really has, hasn't it? Yeah, I love it. It's really stirred some memories, and oh yeah, I remember that building. I did that there and loved Supply Squadron because that was where I worked. That was our place, wasn't it? The R&D and the dispatch area and SCAF was, you know, so memorable to me.
I arrived about the end of December 1968. I worked in Supply Squadron. The thing that struck me was, firstly, was how big the camp was. Because not many people had cars then, so you either had to walk down to work, which was at the other side of the camp, or MT provided a bus 4 times a day backwards and forwards for meals and stuff. I can remember, as we all can, I'm sure, the old Spotlight Club, and I think it's fair to say at least 2 of us, possibly 3, met our husbands in there. shocked in terms of working uniform. We had the old battle dress that we call Hairy Marys, which were really uncomfortable, especially on a day like today, whereas the working uniforms today seem much more comfortable, much more practical. How we lived was different. We all lived in the WAF block, so I think there was a lot more camaraderie to that side of things. Some of those friendships have been forged ever since, which is why we're all here today. Today's been absolutely wonderful. You know, for everybody, such busy people, to give up so much time to welcome us and show us what it was like, what it's like now, and be able to go back and look at some of the old buildings that are still here has been absolutely fantastic. It's taken me, is it 50 years to get back? So I don't know whether you know, I'd ever be able to get back, to be quite honest. So yeah, it's one of my bucket list.